Okay, we are going to be putting together the money holder card, the Gnome money holder card. And again, there's two different options, a girl gnome and a boy gnome. So I will show you how to assemble the card base, and then I'll put together each girl and boy. So the card is very simple. You just have one, you just have one tab to glue. So let's just go ahead and glue that. Make sure it's stuck down well. Now I brought $1 over to show you that the money does fit right inside. And then your gnome will adhere to the front. So that's pretty simple. This will fit in a standard business size envelope. It is 6.5 inches long. So there is an envelope called a 6.5. It's a number 6.5. That would fit this perfectly, but if you don't have those, it will fit inside a business envelope. So let's look at our gnome. I like to lay out my pieces so I know where everything's going to go before I start. Just helps me keep in mind what I'm doing and where everything goes. You can add foam tape to these if you'd like. I wouldn't add too much. The post office is restrictive of thickness, but I don't think one layer of foam tape is going to push us past that restriction and make it cost more in postage. You can customize the colors on your gnome for the school colors. If they wear black gowns, use black. If they use a different color, you can create your gnome in that color. Just glue the little rectangle face to the back. And the first piece that you do want to put on is her hair. And she lines up this from the top of her hair to this first bump in her braid. This is her first bump in her braid. This is the top of her hair. And just adhere that down. The next piece that goes on is the top of the cap. I have chalked all of my edges white so that they stand out a little better. And then the next piece is the brim. And then you will want to apply her nose. Her tassel gets glued to the back of her hat. And I have popped her feet. I've also put a foam dot on her diploma, but I think I'm going to double this one. I think that still keeps me within range here. And then she glues to the front of your card. And you can make your card any color you'd like. I just kept mine simple white. And now let's assemble the boy. So I'm going to do him the same way. I'm going to pop his diploma with 2 pieces of foam tape. I'm going to pop his shoes. And then I'm going to start his assembly. Now, the beard on this one, you want to bring up to the 2 sides here that come out for the brim of his hat, because you won't want black showing underneath there. So that's how that's going to go. Then I'm going to put his hat top on. And the brim of his hat. I think I'm going to pop his mustache. I had a small piece of a square left from another one I did. And this mustache, the curls go up over the top of this brim. About like that. And then I'm going to apply his nose. His tassel also gets put behind his hat. So we'll just go ahead and do that. And then put his shoes on. And now his diploma. And there we have it. We have the girl and boy scholar gnome that fit on the front of the money envelope. Thank you for joining me.